G'day, Burke here again. Just thought I'd show you what my starter base looks like on Horde Night. If you look over there, that's the original starter base from the first video that I did. And that big monstrosity there is my vegetable garden. And then over there, I have a tree farm, which I use to make all these wooden spikes with. That isn't quite popping in just yet. So the reason I decided to show this one off is because if you are a beginner at the game, this is probably the easiest structure that you can set up, and I would say probably one of the most efficient as well. So I've set up 4 shotguns here. That should be more than enough to take care of all the zombies that come on Horde Night. But when you first start off with this, somewhere between day 14 and day 35, you want to get this structure set up, which is pretty basic setup. I'll just show you what it looks like from the ground. So you can see here it's basically just a bunch of pillars holding up. Those ones hanging down in the middle, I was going to put blade traps up, but I don't really know that they're necessary just yet. The spikes that I have on the ground here are basically for the shotguns. So the zombies come in and they get killed on the spikes. Basically 1 spike per zombie. I think for the easier zombies, I think the harder ones probably take a bit more. And that makes them really well spread out and really good for harvesting the bones for glue. When they go into the middle ones there, they often end up destroying each other's bodies and they all pile up, and yeah, it's not quite so efficient for gathering bones to make shotgun shells. So this side here is something new that I've decided to try. I had problems in the last Horde Night with cops destroying these iron bars here, and I heard that if the cops can't see you, they'll come right in close, allowing me to shoot them instead of sitting way off in the distance and annihilating all the base basically. So I just thought I'd give this a go. I have no idea how it's going to go on Horde Night or what's going to happen, but hopefully it works out alright. I might just, while I wait, might just start upgrading this. So I'm also thinking of doing a Let's Play series that shows how I got to this stage. I've probably moved up a little bit quickly through the levels than I should have. Like if you're new to the game, you don't want to advance too quickly because it means that you'll get some pretty difficult zombies. Like I was quite surprised on the last Horde Night. I'll just turn the sound down a bit, sorry. On the last Horde Night I was getting whoops. On the last Horde Night I was getting irradiated zombies and whites and all that sort of thing, and a bunch of cops were coming in, and I wasn't expecting that early on, so I assumed that it was due to me leveling up too quickly with the auger, which I was lucky enough to get really early on, and I think that that's what's affected it. So maybe I should try options instead. There we go. Turn that down a bit. Cool. Yeah, it's a bit better. Yeah, so it's nearly time. So one of the other things you want to do if you're fairly new to the game, once you've got the mini bike, you really want to go cruising around on it and looking for traders. They make a huge difference on PC, at least. I don't know, they have them on the other on the PlayStation. So I managed to get shotgun slugs for my ammo and normal shells. These things are really worth getting. They double your damage basically. I'm on I think 109, 110 damage with these shells. With this one it's just over 200, which is a huge improvement. Yeah, so not long to go now. So even if you start off with just straight iron, that will be plenty. plenty good enough for, you know, you can build whatever size you want, obviously. They will attack these pillars the more numerous they get. Like I've heard other YouTubers say that these pillar defences aren't very sporting in terms of killing zombies. It makes it a bit easy, but that's kind of the point of this. This is for beginners. So the whole point is that it makes it easy for you when you're starting out and learning how the game goes. But yeah, you want to get a good tree farm going quickly if you intend to use shotguns, which I recommend doing. They seem to me to be the best form of defense in the game at the moment. Like they basically make blade traps useless, and SMGs, while they're good, they chew through quite a lot of ammo. They're very expensive to maintain, whereas the shotguns they're pretty easy. Once you got the auger, you can just run around smashing up boulders and stuff, and yeah, get a lot of stuff. And you want to level up, obviously, your mining skills and your bad mechanic skills and that sort of thing as well. And also, yeah, my main weapons are the exploding crossbow bolts. These seems are absolutely fantastic. When you're fighting normal zombies and you get a group of them together, you just fire one of them into it. Like, they're a little bit expensive to make in terms of gunpowder, but yeah, they take care of a lot of zombies with one hit, whereas you can wind up, you know, with a shotgun you might be shooting them, you know, you might go through 12, 15 slugs to take out, you know, 5, 6 zombies, and with this you can deal to the whole lot in one hit. Except for things like cops and whites and that, you won't be able to take them out as quickly. So we'll see how we go here. Running the wrong way around here by the looks of it. Oh, there we go. So one of the fantastic things about this defense is that if you're not getting cops and stuff, especially early on, you don't even need to fire anything at them. Like, you can literally just stand there all night and watch them kill themselves. But when you start getting, like, that's the thing, you don't even know how the I have no idea how the random gen works in this game. Like the last Horde Night, I already had like 3 or 4 cops coming in, which is why I thought I'd record it tonight, because I thought it'd make it interesting. And so far I haven't seen a single cop. While it's quiet, I might just check out what my game stage is. 714. So it's not too bad this early on. It starts going up quicker the longer you're around. It starts going up pretty fast. But see, these shotguns take care of a lot of the work for you as well. Like, you hardly even have to do anything. Half the time you wind up just shooting the gun just for something to do because you're getting bored. But basically throughout the night you just want to sort of keep moving around so that the zombies keep spreading themselves out. And then you'll have a nice collection of bones in the morning when you come down to harvest them. So I think within the next week or two I'd like to start making a Let's Play just showing how you get to this stage. Because basically I think in my other playthrough I was sort of at this stage, I got bored and just started mucking around and doing other stuff just to keep myself interested in the game. I'm not really huge on going through buildings and looting. I basically only do that early on just to try and get the schematics and stuff. Yeah, still no cops yet. So this is what I mean by the random gen. The last one I was probably around 500, I think, in my game stage. Yet I had irradiated whites, normal cops. I had no irradiated cops, but I had lots of irradiated whites and cops, and they were constant all night long. I had heaps of them, which is why I wanted to record tonight. But yeah, now I don't seem to have any. So maybe they'll come in the later waves, but yeah, it's a little bit weird. I have no idea how the RNG works in this. Some nights you get real bad waves and then other times you don't, and that's weird because with the game stage being high, I would expect to have a much more dangerous horde than this. On the plus side, the weaker zombies make it easier for collecting the bones because they tend to not get destroyed like that as easily. Yeah, I hate these damn spiders. Make a horrible noise. Yeah, so one of the good things about getting this these wood spikes set up early, you don't even need these spikes in here. The only problem is that you go through quite a lot of trees. Like the wood required for this is pretty extreme, depending on how deep you want to go, but I recommend going at least 5 deep, and that gives you sort of a good spread. You want to get as many bones as you can to make the glue so that you can keep these things full of shotgun shells. Yeah, I don't even know if I'll get the chance to show off how good this thing is with the shotguns that seem to be taking care of everything for me. I'm going to be a bit annoyed if I don't get any cops this time around. Like I said last time, I had them coming in all night long, and that's why I put up these, because they were destroying all my bars. I had so many of the damn things. I certainly seem to be getting a lot of spiders. Yeah, getting a lot of the fat Hawaiians, but no cops. Don't know what's up with that. I was kind of hoping for a more interesting Horde Night to show off to you guys. But yeah, hopefully when I start the Let's Play I can show you exactly how I get all this setup done. So yeah, still can't see anything even with that on. Which is weird because before you could. Like a few days ago I could see my tree farm from over there. It might be that it hasn't grown high enough to show up on the map yet. But you want to get a decent sized tree farm going pretty early on to get this set up. And yeah, like once you've got this sort of setup going, then you can focus on other things. Like you can go and build another base over somewhere else and perfect that and just try out new stuff. And if your new base or your new design fails, you've always got this one to come back to. I always try to keep these things like that there. That leads all the way underground over to my main living area over there, which I got totally sick of the screamers that were coming over all the time. Once you get a few forges going, they just show up constantly and they're a real pain in the neck. So I mounted a few shotgun turrets up the top, and that solved that problem. Otherwise, every time you pop your damn head out the top, they scream, and then you wind up with hordes and hordes of them coming at you. Every time I hear a burp, I'm hoping that it's a cop, and then I'm disappointed when I see it's not. Those shotgun turrets really do a good number though. They sort of take care of business for you. You see how wide that effect was? It took out, quite a long area over there. Oh, here's some more interesting characters. But yeah, these guys were showing up irradiated last time, and there was quite a few of them. It's only a few more hours to go, and I haven't even seen any cops yet. It's a little bit disappointing. But you can see like this base is absolutely fantastic for a beginner who's not sure on what to build in order to deal with the zombies when they start getting a bit difficult at the higher game stages. Like I said, that first base I showed you in the first video should be good right through to day 28, 28, probably even 35 if you upgrade it to steel. You probably won't have a problem, but I had this up by the day 21 Horde, and yeah, I haven't had any troubles with it. Obviously, on the day 28 Horde, I had them all in here because I didn't have a tree farm going in time. And then the day 35 Horde, I had all the wood set up, and yeah, I was quite shocked at how higher level zombies were coming in. I was actually forced to use the shotgun and the exploding crossbow bolts quite a bit, and then this time around I don't have to use them at all. Yeah, so if anyone know how the Fun Pimps have designed the Horde Nights, I would be quite interested to know why some nights I get, you know, heaps and heaps of really high-end zombies coming in, and then when my game stage is higher, I'm getting less. It's a little bit strange. I still haven't seen a single cop yet. Like I said last time, I swear I had irradiated whites coming in last time round. No idea what's up with that. Well, here's another white. Yeah, it's a little bit strange. Yeah, I was hoping to see how these things held up, like if they actually worked or not. Like I assume there's no cops sitting off in the distance. No, there's no glowing irradiated anywhere. No one's stuck on anything. No. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying. Unless they're stuck down there. But I did clear all the trees and everything for quite some way around here, so there shouldn't be. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know how these things work. It's a little bit weird, but as you can see, this base is incredibly effective. Like I said, when these start getting up to your higher game stage, you will have them beating on these, but once they get to that stage, I just start chucking spikes around the edges, and that sorts them out. Like I've never lost a pillar, and I'm up over day 80 something on my other playthrough. If you hear them beating on the pillars anyway, you can just come over and blast them with a shotgun. Yeah, still hoping some cops show up. I'm surprised there isn't even one cop. It's a bit weird. But you can see you get a pretty decent spread of bodies. I think you get more if you turn off the shotgun turrets, probably. I think the shotgun turrets are probably annihilating quite a few of them. But those turrets work wonders. Well, I'm pretty sure I'll probably get bored with this world again before I get up to the really difficult stages, where it's all irradiated and all, you know, irradiated cops and things like that. But I'll definitely play through for a few more Horde Nights just to see. I want to see if this setup works. I'm going to go one higher with the bar, the iron bars, so that it's 3 high, so I've got some headroom, and then run it all the way over the top so that the vultures, they seem to come out of nowhere and give you a hell of a fright when they fly in on Horde Night. Tell me the Horde's over already. Where the heck? Oh, over here. Yeah, it's pretty lame. I was expecting a bit better than that. Yeah, I sort of wanted to show off how well the base holds up against a bunch of irradiated zombies, and we've only had one so far. Last Horde Night we had dozens of them, and cops to boot. Yeah, I might have to go through another couple of hordes just to see if this setup works, because this is what I want to show off when I do the Let's Play, just how you get about it. So irradiated spider zombies are the worst we've had so far by the looks of it. At least they're still coming in, I suppose. I mean, the last Horde Night, I think they were depleted by about 2 o'clock. They stopped coming in. Although it does seem to have slowed down now, but I mean, I had cops coming in all the way up to 2 in the morning, and then it just stopped, and that was it for the rest of the night. There's another spider zombie somewhere. That's the only problem with this. Cops might not be able to see you, but you can't see out either. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully when I do the playthrough we'll have some better hordes. But I did want to just show what it's like when you're on standard difficulty settings. So yeah, in some ways I'd say that maybe all leveling up as fast as you can when you get the auger is dangerous, because you don't know what kind of hordes you're going to get. But then on the other hand, you can probably flip a coin and say, well, if it's going to be like this, it's not really that big of a deal, is it? I mean, yeah. And the faster you level up, the quicker you can get stuff done anyway. Like, you get the better gear, and that deals with the harder zombies. Like I said, I think even without the shotgun turrets, with all those radiated zombies and stuff, as long as you got something like a shotgun or an AK and your exploding crossbow bolts, you should be fine anyway. Oh, finally. Oh, that's good. It does work. Awesome. So that does bring them all the way in. Oh, that's a good setup then, yeah. So if you want to stop the cops from sitting out in the distance and annihilating your iron bars that you have out on your walkway, or just generally annihilating your base, you can just put these walls up and they'll come all the way in without spitting at you. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad that worked. Yeah, so that's day 43 Horde Night. Not quite what I was expecting. Anyway, yeah. Next time you see me, hopefully I'll have a new Let's Play up starting, and we'll see how that goes, and hopefully I can show you on standard settings for beginners just how to go about getting this set up with the starter base that I showed in the first one. Just before I sign out, I'll quickly have a look. I think this was the one that was the busiest. Yeah, see, it doesn't go through that much ammo, so it's pretty efficient. Cool. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to sign off. I'll clean up this mess and then I'll start recording a new series. This is Burke signing out.